You want to know how a team improves from an undefeated white jacket season? The Jackson Ironmen would say, "Schwalk 'em." But they can simply answer that question with their dominant 2015 season. They finished the regular season with a 9-1 record, averaging 34.6 points per game, and they feature a backfield where every player demands attention. Though these batch of ballers put up all the points, the blocking up front deserves a lot of recognition for the work they put in the trenches. They put in so much work that Hunter Sexton wanted to get involved with this action. Despite all of this offensive power though, the Ironmen pride themselves on defense. This season, the Ironmen held their opponent to 12.4 points per game, and they carried this defensive dominance throughout the playoffs. In round 1 against the Bexley Lions, the Ironmen prevailed with a 49-14 victory behind 4 Raymond Potter touchdowns. In round 2, they had their first neutral game of the year. Bishop Watterson came in with a tougher resume, having played tougher teams, and Jackson responded by forcing 3 turnovers and shutting them out, winning 14-0.
And now it's on to game number 13 for the Ironmen. But first, let's talk to the man in the headset himself, Coach Andy Hall of Jackson. Now, Coach Hall, you came here in 2009, but from that first season to now, you've really transformed this team. What has your experience been like comparing it to your first season in 2009 to 2015?
Well, it really goes back to our staff we have. We have an excellent coaching staff that put a lot of hours and work into this program. My first year in week 10, we played Zanesville, and it didn't turn out real well. And at that point, our kids understood that for us to be at that next level, we have to work that much harder. And for the next 6 years, I think we've accomplished that. We've accomplished a lot of great goals. We've had great football players come to this program. This is a football town. It's all about tradition and pride and honor. And these kids understand when you put on the red and white, what's expected of them every Friday night. And the community support that we have is unbelievable. The support from the school and our cheerleaders, our band, just everyone around. It's all about this time of the year, and our kids have earned everything they've got at this point.
And you said you played Zanesville in your first year. Are you looking for a little bit of redemption tonight?
Well, I mean, these kids probably are a little too young to remember that game, but I have a couple players on my staff that played on that 09 team, and I know they would like to see some things turn around. But it's all about now and what these kids have accomplished. Our regional championship is something that we've had a goal set aside all year since 2-day practices and our senior picnic at my house. These seniors understood this is what they wanted to achieve, is get to this point, because at that area, now you're looking at the Final Four, and now you're looking at trying to compete for a state title. So regional championship is our goal tonight, and we're excited about this. And it's a short trip to Athens High School, and we're excited about that as well.
The other thing outside of just Jackson, you coached with a lovely NFL coach at Moorhead State and Rex Ryan. What was that experience like?
Well, Coach Ryan, his dad, of course, Buddy Ryan, and he infamous in 46 defense, and coaching with him at Moorhead, learned a lot about pressure defense, and that philosophy we kind of brought with us here. And our kids believe in man defense and bringing more guys who can block, and that mentality of attacking is something that we learned. I learned from him years ago, and if he would see our defense now, I think he'd be pretty proud of what we've accomplished.
Well, outside of your defense, you also have that backfield. We have our own Danny Dean, who did our little in-depth piece on the Jackson backfield.
There is a 5-headed monster that lives in the Jackson backfield. It answers to the names Johnny Farley, Raymond Potter, Blake McCoy, Colin Massey, and Hunter Sexton. Combined, they've rushed for 3,210 yards and racked up 41 touchdowns.
Get to the end zone. Follow the guy in front of me and get to the end zone.
We want to be gang tactical. We don't want one guy to take us down. We want to get through the first contact and then keep driving. We want 3 or 4 guys taking us down. It doesn't matter who you put in there, they're going to get the yards.
Put 100% every play. So if I have to block, I'll block for everybody. If I have to run, I'll run. Full go every time. We just want to be the toughest guys out there. I'm focused in, I'm running people over, it's just instinct, I don't really think about it, I just run.
Keep fresh feet in and always able to run hard every play, not being able to get tired. We don't take a play off on offense ever.
These guys have a tighter bond than your average backfield. Their friendships began back playing for the Jackson Pee Wee Football League.
We're brothers on and off the field. I have 6 friends that I've grown up with since I was 3 years old.
Well, you're growing up together and you're friends with that person. It's not, I just want to play. You're playing for each other, and it helps because you don't want to let your teammate down and your buddy down.
We know what each other are going to do in certain situations, and we know how to have each other's back.
This Friday night, as the Ironmen suit up looking for their first regional finals win, these backs know it's their job to represent the city of Jackson.
You know, we're not just playing for us. This is a small town, it's a football town, and you don't play for us, you play for the community.
Thanks a lot, Danny. There was a really good package on that three-headed monster in that backfield. But let's first hand it over to our own Eric Green, who's joined by a lovely man with a very interesting sign. Eric?
What's going on, everybody? I've been looking off into the audience, and I found out that y'all have a lot of flavor to you. I found me a poster with my man, what's your name, sir? Ian over here found a really eccentric poster. Can you explain what this poster says and what's it about?
Just Zanesville, we're a good team. They know how to win, but we're going to win this game.
So why the Dos Seconds, man? What you know about Dos Seconds?
I don't know anything about it. I just know we're going to win.
Hey, you need to keep it like that. How much fun have you had this year with Jackson?
Oh, I've had a lot of fun. It's fun going out and watching our team win.
Well, I love this poster, and I love your Ironman. Andrew, back to you.
Thanks, Eric. I'm now joined by one of the co-hosts for ESPN 8 The Ocho, Katie. And now, Katie, so for those who don't know, what exactly is ESPN 8 The Ocho, and how did it all start?
It started last year during basketball season. It started off as like a joke one-time thing, and when we did it, we gained a student section. The student section took off, and from that point on, we decided that we could go without ESPN 8 The Ocho.
That sounds really great, and it's been successful so far, which is really great too. What do you think is the best part about ESPN 8 The Ocho?
Probably the spirit that it's created, because for a long time we went without, I guess, all the spirit that we have, and it's turned into
And this is incredible. I'm so excited to see how these guys are tonight. Do you guys have any special plans for tonight? What's it going to be like tonight in those stands?
just to create a lot of Ironman spirit and come out with a win.
Hey, hopefully you guys do. But there are 3 other important games going on in Division 3, because we do have 4 regions. So why don't you, Carly and I, let's go ahead and pick these 3 games coming up, all right? So the first game we got is Archbishop Hohman versus St. Vincent St. Mary. You know, my pick, I've got to go with Archbishop Hohman. They beat St. Vincent St. Mary 24-7 in week 5. And Todd Sibley, he had almost 300 yards on the ground last week. Who do you got in this one, Katie?
I'll go with St. Vincent St. Mary.
Going for
Just
the
to change it
upset
up.
there. All right, cool. Carly?
I gotta agree with you. I really like what Alton's done. They're very tactical. Great running game. Now, why don't we go into Benedictine and last year's state champions in Toledo Central Catholic. I gotta go with the Ricky Williams.
You know, I'm going a little opposite there. I'm going with Benedictine. These 2 teams met up in week 1 on national TV, and Benedictine took that one away. And in that game, 2 key players were injured. Those players are back now, so I'm going with Benedictine. Katie, who do you got in this one?
I'm going to have to agree with you on this one. I'm going to go with Benedictine as well.
I like that pick there, Katie. All right, we got one more full game to pick. We've got Trotwood, Madison, and Wapakoneta. Trotwood has controlled this region for a long time. Last year in the same game, Trotwood won in 4 overtimes. Absolutely incredible. And for me, you know what? I think Wapakoneta is finally going to take this region away from Trotwood, Madison.
I gotta go with Trotwood Madison. 4 overtimes? Are you kidding me? Trotwood Madison takes me 4 overtimes? They're that powerful. I gotta go with Trotwood.
What do you think, Katie?
Definitely Trotwood Madison.
All right, and now there is one. Hey guys, isn't there one more game left in Division 3? There's one more game, right? Yeah? But you know, I think we all know who we're going to pick for that game. So let's switch things up. Katie, tell me, who's better, Hunter Sexton or Johnny Manziel?
Are you kidding me, Hunter Sexton?
Hunter Sexton, I'm in with you. Hunter Sexton all the way. Carly?
Hunter Sexton or Johnny Manziel? I mean, Johnny, no, I'm kidding. It's all about Hunter Sexton.
That's what I thought. Well, hey, good luck to Hunter and the rest of the Ironmen tonight. Guys,